11, invoice and estimate entry movie. To enter an invoice or estimate, the first step is to hit the plus key here and select a client. You can select one in your list, you can search, you can either import it from contacts or add a new client. There is a program in admin to mass import clients when you're first getting started out. Let's go ahead and look at one that I already have in here. There's two ways to, well, there's multiple ways to get your items onto the order. These are your services or your labor items. These are your products and services. These are items that have been copied from the cost book. There's also what we call combo items in there. Combo items have both a labor and a material component. So we'll look at one of those in a second here. So your labors are gold, materials are blue. These are entered by checking them off and then pressing done. These are entered the same way. Those are our traditional labor and materials. These are entered a little bit differently. In here we have some things that have been copied in out of the Craftsman cost book. And this is the green items. These are actually combo items. In other words, we're combining material and cost, and those may or may not be useful to you. Those are entered, added to the order a little bit differently. This will enter both the material and the labor. This will add material, this will only add labor, and so on. So these typically might have some lengthy descriptions, so you can review and edit those. So if I want to add this one though, I just press that, and there I go. So again, this description, maybe that's interesting, but it might be too much more information. So I can just edit that. Make sure you press this done button whenever you're adding or editing those descriptions down there. Cost may either be based on a fixed percentage. This one is based on our 30% standard, and that 30% can be changed. So it's taking the cost and it's marking it up by a percentage amount. We can also just put a dollar amount in there, which is considered a fixed cost. If I'm entering my items in here and I need more space, I can kind of hide this down here. My more button is very important. This is where I can put in a description that prints at the top of the invoice. We call it the work description. This is where I can put in a discount, either a percentage or fixed amount. This is what I was talking about where I can change that markup. So that'll actually go through that entire estimate or order and mark it up by the new percentage. Sales tax, client edit, staff edit, sign document, convert the estimate, copy the doc. Those are all pretty self-explanatory. Sequence is kind of interesting. Let's say I'm entering along and I want to get it in a little bit different order. I've got different rooms or different parts of the project, and I want to, maybe I want to get all my material together, whatever. There's all different types of reasons. So what that will do is that will reorder that. So that's very nice. The other thing that's in here that's really nice is the ability to keep any number of images along with this transaction. So this switch here lets me know whether or not I want to actually show that on my document. And the images can be, they can be reordered as well, so they come up in the exact right order. So speaking of the document, when we press the invoice button here, we're going to get this. So this is our first page. There's our images along with the descriptions. And didn't want to get out of there. We can zoom in on this, of course, by just clicking or not. Down here, there are different options that we might want to enable. So right now, it's not showing me those long descriptions. If I say show me the description, then it's going to show me all of that description that's printing out. I can go in and actually redesign the document from here. I can get client reports that have less or more information. Maybe you have that client, you don't want to show them all that detail, so you might just ask for the client summary. So instead of breaking out the labor and services, etc., it's just going to show you a bottom line for each portion of the job. So you can go in and look at those. When it comes time to send, version 11 now has the ability to text as well as print or email your documents out. The other item that's in here that is that's quite useful when this starts to get too big is I can make more room for myself. So in that way, it gives me more room to work. An important item in this view is the payment. So we are able to go in, let's say the customer wants to give you $100 cash, and then the rest of it, they want to put that on a card. So I'd come in and say $100 cash, and then we'll put that 190 on a card. So this one's now paid. So marks that as paid. It also marks it as paid on your home screen. So in a nutshell, that is your invoice or estimate entry. Let us know if you have any questions or we can help you in any way. Thank you.